What's up, guys? Ian of Winter Does Stuff here with a very, very, very special reaction. Today we are looking at the new Avenged Sevenfold album titled Life is But a Dream. I have compiled all of the videos that have been put out by the band into one video. The album is about 53 minutes long, running, I believe, 12 or 13 tracks. We'll just have to see. I can't remember the exact number. It's one of those two. It's 12 or 13. I don't care. This has been probably... It's wild because 2023 has been my favorite bands releasing new music. We got OK Goodnight. We got Sammy, Lone Wolf Music. Apparently, Iris is doing Resurrection, Heart of an Artist this winter. We got Sleep Token, which came out. I still have to actually do a reaction to that at the time of filming this. And now we got A7X. All we need is just Breaking Benjamin and Dragon Force, man, and then I will be set for this year. Like, if that happens, that's a crackpot fucking theory. But if I'm right, and that shit does get released this year or even next year, I will die happy because I am in a place where I can do that. I can listen to all this and just have a great time. But anyway, we're gonna get into this thing because I've been very excited to see what these guys come up with. Now, something I do want to say is that I have watched Nobody and We Love You. I have listened to them. I have played them on pretty much repeat. And the thing to note, I think, about this album is that it's not going to be the Avenged Sevenfold that we used to think was Avenged Sevenfold, because especially with Matt Shadows having the vocal infection that he got in, I believe it was 2018 or 2019, they had to really just kind of change things, I think, because that would be a hard hit on any group if a vocalist suffered from something like that, as hard as Matt did. And we also got to realize that, times change, bands change, interests in music change, and Avenged Sevenfold has really always been about getting more and more progressive as each song goes, as each album goes on. And I really, really think that this album so far has been an absolute testament to that. Nobody was a bit more typical Avenged Sevenfold than we've gotten in a while, but We Love You was a totally different beast. But anyway, what we're gonna do is get into it. This intro has probably been long enough, probably 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes or something. So we're just gonna get into this thing. Avenged Sevenfold, Life is But a Dream. I believe the first track is called Game Over, which is interesting. So let's just get to it. Okay. Okay. All right. I love that Matt is adding screams back into it. It's so cool. Oh, come on, Sin. Yeah. Okay.
Strikes me that I don't belong here anymore. As I observe my own reflection, try a happy face, staring through the warm tears, separate from the cold years. And you, I never had the will anyway.
Woo! Nice.
And here I swing from my family tree. Say goodnight.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
Can't you see? Life is but a dream anyway.
Wow. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what I usually do. Put after album thoughts in post-production and then carry on with the album reaction. So, post-production me, go ahead. Alright, so this is me after listening to the full album. And Game Over, I think, is a very fitting beginning because it sets in the wacky genre-splitting elements that are included in the album, but also keeps them at a minimal, whereas a lot of the songs from here on out get more hectic and chaotic, with flipping genres and flipping styles and tempos and keys over and over again until you're almost sick of it. Whereas this song keeps that to like a bare minimum, only switching styles a few times and enough to make it interesting as, you know, as not to be a bother, like one track in particular that I will point out. But I think that this song is a great introduction to the album. It really gives you a sense of what the album is going to be about, what the general sound is. There have been a couple of tracks in here where I was a bit thrown off, but you guys will see that later. But yeah, that's pretty much Game Over. Alrighty then, continuing on from the first track, which was Game Over. I believe this next one is called Mattel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but we'll see. Let's go. Whoa! Familiar territory here. Ooh, the piano? That was nice. This is very familiar territory.
might sound
What?
crazy, but I've smelled the plastic daisies, and it seems we've found ourselves in.
Oh!
Roundhead consumed with rage and nothings. Ears made of wax unfit to hear. Day after day, it all plays over. Dedicated loop, same year after year. Please attend, all model citizens. RSVP if we can count you in. Empty as we play pretend. Send our dumps with you into your kin.
What's that?
If we don't see you,
That's like a... That's a weird effect.
good evening and good night. Now I know this might sound crazy.
This is the
but I've
chorus?
smelled the plastic daisies,
What?
and it seems we've found ourselves in.
Ooh! Synth solo.
Living fading porcelain and just fine enough to know nothing at all. Pull my string and make me cry. Advertisement moral scroll, a semblance of choice when there's no choice at all. Out of stock, the
Ooh.
end is nigh.
All right. That kind of went crazy for a sec there.
This might sound crazy, but I smelled the
Ooh! Elevated chorus. Let's go. Wow. Okay. I like this one. Hell yeah. Wow. That was really cool. I liked it. This is probably one of my favorite tracks so far. Oh wow. I'm gonna let post-production me do most of the talking, but I love the way everything worked here. Like, it was really interesting. So I'll let post-production me do my thing. While I still think that Mattel is what you could call familiar territory, it's not the most Avenged Sevenfold song in the album. And what I mean by that is that it does alternate between styles a bit too much to be considered, the early albums for Avenged. I think it does flip between them a little bit too frequently to be considered the most. Similar to original Avenged Sevenfold. I think that track is nothing personally, but I did like this one. It is a lot more heavier, a lot more intense, a little bit more my kind of style, metal and deathcore. That kind of style really resonates with this one heavily. I really did enjoy this one. It's probably one of my favorites on the album. Honestly, I don't really have too much to say about this one. So we're going to get to the next one. Alrighty, we are going to get into the next one, which I believe is Nobody. Yes, we are going to be watching and listening to these tracks, for the album experience. I heard that definitely when listening to the album in full, we get a sense of how much more important these tracks are. And I believe Nobody fades right into We Love You. So I'll just do both of those in one go. And then we'll do post-production and all that happy jazz. So let's just go. Mattel was crazy. That was a good track. Yep. Nobody. I love this song. This music video is so well animated too. Like, it is insane the amount of production that's on this thing. It's wild.
Out in the shadows, wandering beyond the breeze. Long like a feather through space and time, outside a dream. Here aware with infinity in the dance we've shared before. Somewhat dissolution, this is I am all as I am none. Here we fly so high, no high, no coming down. Shedding weight as I'm coming undone, all that's left converging as one. I am the sun, I am the sun, yeah. I'm the God, I'm the way, I'm the one in everything. I'm alive, I'm the dead, I'm a man without reading the silence, ebb and flow among the waves. Blur of the spectrum, hit like a dark unequal face.
I want to know how long it took them to make this video. I really do. Because I have a feeling that it took like days to render this thing.
Here I am as I started again, beyond death and born on the wind. I am the sun,
I'm the sun.
I'm the God, I'm the way, I'm the one
Little piece of heaven. I have actually spent like hours looking over this video trying to find out what the hell like the meaning of it is, and I've constantly come up with nothing. Like the it's so existential, like to the point where I can't really understand it. Nobody. 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 Same skeleton. I don't fucking know either, man. And it's like, what does that mean? Why is there a barcode on everything? I don't get it. That unironically looks like the background of the stage, like the album cover. I honestly don't get this song. Like, I love it. I love the song. But I always try to look for meaning, and I don't get it. Now, this one is pretty simple. Listening to this for the first time was really trippy. The internet ruined this for me, like this chorus. God. and then it builds up so high, and then it almost like lets you down. But that's the point. That's the point of it. Wild. Okay, so God, those two songs are wild. Let's get into it. As you could probably tell, especially in my reaction to Nothing, I know these songs pretty well. As I explained during the portion for Nothing, I don't know exactly what this song is about. I really don't. This song, both the video and the song itself, they both the song itself greatly confuses me, and that's something that Avenged doesn't normally do. Normally, I find their songs incredibly easy to understand, and they're fairly simple from the get-go, and I can understand what they're trying to say. With Nobody, it is one of the very few tracks they have ever put out that I can safely say I have no fucking idea what they're doing with this one. But at the same time, I absolutely love that it harkens back, especially in my opinion, to The Stage, the title track from the album. It is very reminiscent, I think, especially with how light the vocals are on production, but at the same time, it brings a more ethereal, more life is but a dream element to them as well, with them not being tuned as much. Which is really it's a general choice in this album to not tune the vocals, which I think could be seen as both a benefit to the album and a deficit. But I'll get into that later. And as for We Love You, I love this song, man. It's a very fun ride, and every single section seems to switch genres or styles, and that's something that I can absolutely commend them for, especially with the song being as long as it is. But that's about it for these two. Alright, we're gonna look at the next song in the album. I believe it is called Cosmic. So let's just do it.
All that was before, we shut another door, but not a last goodbye. Fate is taken once again. The fight will never win, and time again we try.
Okay.
We love so many times and in so many lives. Sometimes we got it right. Pain, it found its way back in until we meet again into that good night. None too far as we chase through the stars beyond forever. I'll follow you.
Why does the tempo keep switching? It's bothering me so much. It did it again. Damn, Sin. Fucking get it, my guy. Oh my god. Damn. Whoa. That was crazy. That was like Dragon Force level solo shit.
Dancing in the wind, these roses born again. There you'll find me before the dawn of man. The castles made of sand. There you'll find me riding in the caves. As fire lights the way. There you'll find me, ask a royal glow, dawn and Pharaoh's close. There you'll find me, let it go. Winds of dust and ice, weightless in the night. There you'll find me, let it go.
Wow. What's happening? Ooh. Cosmic. That one was cool. Wow. Alright, let's talk about it. So, Cosmic is one that I have a very hard time with because I feel like this is another one of the songs very similar to Nobody, where I feel it is one of the most normal songs in the album. It stays in a particular genre. But what really messed me up with this song was that it kept the same tempo, but the drums kept throwing me off. They kept switching the feel and the drum patterns. And it was really wild to me that they decided to do that, along with having, as I said in the reaction, some like Dragon Force level guitar solos, all in a row that lasted a good maybe 2 minutes. It was really, really weird, and at the same time, it was also a bit ballsy because they put them in the beginning half of the song, and it was very weird. Um, so yeah, I don't exactly know how to feel about this track in particular because of that, but I can definitely say it's very interesting. It's very experimental, as most of this album is. So yeah, that's about it for Cosmic. Okay, so I am putting this in here to say that this reaction is actually going to be split, unfortunately, into two parts. Reason for that being copyright. I don't want these videos to get blocked, and I want you guys to hear all of my thoughts on this album as clearly as possible because this is a big album, especially to me. Avenged Sevenfold is one of my most favorite bands on the planet, and I really want to give them the attention they deserve. Part 2 will be probably out the day that this one goes up, or if not, it will be up the next reaction rotation. Like the week after this one, if not the same day. So that's going to be it for me. We reacted to Avenged Sevenfold's Life is But a Dream album. This is going to be part 1 of my reaction to it. Again, unfortunately, because of copyright. If you like what you saw, though, leave a like, comment below on what you want me to react to next and what you thought of the reaction, the album, all of that happy jazz. And tell me, what your favorite tracks are, because this album is certainly something. And I have already given thought as to what my favorite tracks are, but you guys got to tell me. But that's about it for me. Peace. In due time.